Auditions are upon us for the Rhode Show's search for a star. We caught up with one of our judges, Tony Bristol from 92 Pro FM and Light Rock 105, to get some words of advice on what he'll be looking for at the auditions.
I'm looking really at someone's ambition, someone's heart. You can tell when someone's heart is really into it.
The top 5 contestants will go head-to-head in challenges, showcasing their creativity, ability to produce a story, and interviewing skills. Time for some weird news now. And here's a meal that'll break your diet: a bacon cheeseburger donut. That's the newest goodie at the Big E in West Springfield, Massachusetts. It's called the Crazy Burger, which is a bacon cheeseburger between the halves of a honey-glazed donut. Don't tell Melissa Rector from Gold's Gym. The treat packs 1,500 calories. Moving on now, today in the home. It's a Rhode Show tradition, 33 years in the making. Trinity Reps, A Christmas Carol has become a planned holiday event for so many families. And for the last 6 years, over 1,200 children under the age of 13 have auditioned to become part of the show. And once again, the auditions will take place at Cardi's Furniture Superstores in South Attleboro. All the information can be found by going to foxprovidence.com. Welcome back to the Rhode Show. Joining me today is David Jones from Light Rock 105. How are you doing today, David?
Ken, terrific. Nice to be here.
Great, great. So David, you've been working in radio since you were 15, correct?
Exactly.
Great. So over the years, I'm sure you've run into a lot of different people, a lot of different interesting stories. Is there anything to share with our viewers?
Stories. Let me see. It was the old Rhode Island Auditorium, but now I'm dating myself, making myself real old. The old Rhode Island Auditorium, it was his first American tour. He was a young kid from England. His name was Elton John. And I went backstage before I introduced him, and he was a shy, very withdrawn little kid. And he was so scared to go on that stage. And then years later, I saw him with the flamboyant glasses, dancing on top of the piano. You know, stuff like that that's very interesting.
Great. It must be nice to really see the involvement of people in the industry, being able to see them from the first hand and going forward. Groups like Green Day are really making a comeback now. Is there anybody that you see in the music industry who's coming back strong that you'd love to see their career show up again?
Well, it seems like everyone's back again. I mean, Aerosmith is back again. Journey's back again. You know, they just picked up a new lead singer to replace Steve Perry.
So you feel that the entertainment industry is still going the way that, you know, it has before? Do you feel that these bands are taking a new step and a new release?
I think both, because there's a lot of audience out there. For the older audience who grew up with, let's go back to a Journey again. For example, I just saw the Moody Blues at Mohegan Sun. And it's interesting to see them because they're basically as old as we are now.
Well, that's great. So you've actually lived in Rhode Island now. You moved from Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Right, exactly.
Your wife, Betsy, is an original native Rhode Islander.
From Cranston, yes.
Has she showed you around the Rhode Island state? And over the years that you've been here, have you really grown to love the place?
Oh, yeah. She's taught me how to speak Rhode Islandese and everything, you know.
That's great. And you and I have a common community service that we enjoy. I love the Rhode Island Food Bank.
Yes.
You're a big supporter of the Rhode Island Food Bank.
Yes,
and
no one should go hungry in this day and age.
For the holidays coming up, too, we always want to make sure we keep a full belly around, right?
Exactly.
And you're also an avid supporter of animal rights.
Yes, well, I have 2 labs. I love dogs. I love all animals.
Great.
And I have my 2 labs. Hershey is a chocolate lab, of course, the name like Hershey. And Bosworth is my big yellow lab.
Great.
And I love them.
You love him so much, you even named a restaurant after him, right?
Exactly, up in New Hampshire.
Great.
The Toasted Lab.
The Toasted Lab.
That's right.
That's awesome. Well, back to you in the station. Thank you so much for joining me today, David.
It's a pleasure.
Everybody listen to David Jones, 6:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Light Rock 105.